Hi! In the previous video we talk about Telegram and create a Telegram bot. And we know that when our bot receive a message, Telegram give us data in JSON format that contain information about the message. We also read about making request and get updates method. Then we use getUpdates method to get the JSON data that contain information about message and sender of message. Then, to see JSON data better, we used Code Beautify website JSON viewer. We see some information about message and user. From ID and chat ID are the two important thing in Telegram bot. When we send a message to bot in private, these two are the same. But in group, they are different. Every user or group have a unique chat ID. Users also have a unique ID. When users send a message to bot in group, we identify user by from ID, and group by chat ID that's come from JSON data. If we go to available methods, we can see Telegram have a lot of useful methods that we can use them to create our bot. Like methods to send message, forward message, send voice and so on. GetMe is the simple method that give us information about our bot. You can read about this method. Now let's use that method. You can see the information about bot. Like name, username, can join group and so on. Copy JSON data and paste it in Code Beautify website. Send message is another method that allows us to send message to our bot users. You can read about it. It has some required parameters like chat ID and text, and have some optional parameters like parse mode and replay markup. Now let's use this method. The first parameter is chat ID, that should be the identifier of chat. It can be ID of a user or a group or a channel. For now, let's copy our ID. And the second parameter is the text that we want to send. Hit the enter and you can see a message object returned. If I go to Telegram, I can see I have a new message. If I send request again, I will receive another message. Our bot is not working now, it can't react to user messages. So we need a web host to set Webhook to our domain URL. For web host, there is free hosting. You can register and get free web host. By setting Webhook, we tell Telegram if our bot receives any update, then send JSON data to Webhook URL, where we're waiting for it. After receiving data, we can process it and react to user message. Now, let's write our first line of code. I use VS Code Editor, but you can use any editor you like. Let's create our index file. First, we should get the JSON data. By doing that, we store all JSON data in input variable. Then, we should decode JSON data. So I create a new variable called update, and stored decoded data in that variable. JSON decode function used to decode the JSON data. Now, we should extract information that we need. If we go to Code Beautify website and look data, we can see that the first object is message. So let's create a variable and store message. We also need chat ID, which is in message object, then chat, and ID. Then we should send message to user. Copy this link. For now, we use file get contents to make a request. Let's put some of these information in variables. And change chat ID to be user chat ID. Go to your web host and create a folder for your bot. Inside folder, create new index file and paste all of your code into file. Now we should set webhook. Go to Telegram website and search for set webhook method. This method has a required URL parameter. That should be URL of our index file. You should see, webhook was set. Now if we send message to bot, bot should send hi to us. Let's get the user text and store it in a variable and make an echo bot. Change text from hi to text variable. Copy and paste codes into file and start bot again. Now let's check if user sent user ID text, then send user ID to user. It's work fine. I hope you enjoyed this video.